So the Jews called Israel their homeland for hundreds of years, and they had a kingdom of Israel. Eventually, this kingdom came under the rule of the Roman Empire. And if you remember our conversation about monotheistic faiths, the Jews were the first and only really monotheistic faith at that time. Or, yeah, basically at the time. The Roman Empire was polytheistic, and the Jews were kind of considered odd for being monotheistic and a few other things. And the Romans were not happy with their desire to be a little bit more autonomous and to not necessarily be as loyal to Rome as Rome would like. They were more loyal to their god. Um, and to make a long story short, basically there were a lot of Jewish revolts and uprisings at the time, and the Roman Empire put one down in particular in 79 CE and drove the Jews out of Israel, which led to something called the diaspora, which we'll talk about in the next slide or two. But it really wasn't the Jews. There were some Jews who, not obviously, but there were some Jews who stayed and remained in the region, but many fled to other regions in the Middle East and also eventually Europe. And this is kind of goes back to, if you've studied Hitler and the Nazis, the big complaint or accusation of Jews in Europe was that they were a people without a homeland, because they were considered outsiders having arrived from an ancient, region that no longer was their home. And for hundreds of years in Europe, way before Hitler, Jews were persecuted for and targeted and killed for being or acting or looking like outsiders, or just sometimes for no reason at all.